I'm Stephanie Casper, and I'm the program manager here at the Hub of Prosperity Farm. So the Hub is it's a piece of property that's owned by the First United Methodist Church of Edinburg, and it's rented to UTRGV. And so for the past 3 years, we've been developing it as a farm for research and education. It's a place where university professors can hold classes for hands-on learning. It's a space that's open for educational experiences with sustainable agriculture for the UTRGV community and for the broader Edinburg community. So this is also a space where university researchers, faculty, and students can conduct research about how to farm more sustainably and more productively here in the Rio Grande Valley. And it's also a place to produce food, producing food for the UTRGV community and the wider Edinburgh community. So our team here at the Hub is composed of our friends over at the First United Methodist Church and also university faculty, staff, and students. We have several professors, mostly from the biology and SEAMS department, that hold classes here and offer important guidance. The team doing a lot of the on-the-ground work is me. I'm the program manager and on staff at the university. And also, we have a really great team of 6 undergraduate student workers who are really passionate about sustainable agriculture and really involved in every step along the way of building out the infrastructure that we have here at the Hub, growing vegetables, putting on all of our educational programming. We couldn't do it without the students. Our activities here at the Hub are really centered around growing healthy food and learning how to do that more sustainably. And so that's every step of the process from the planning phase. When we got this piece of property, it was just an empty field. So we did all of the work to get electricity here, get the water lines here, plan out where the pots would be and how it would all be structured, building out all the infrastructure. We've added a high tunnel for season extension. We've added cold storage for vegetable storage. Acquiring all of the equipment that you need to farm. And then the actual on the ground in the dirt stuff. So that's starting seeds, preparing land in terms of weed prevention and fertilization. Planting, irrigation, monitoring to see if there are pest or nutrition issues along the way. Kind of seeing when things are ready to harvest, and then finding good homes for those vegetables when they are ready to harvest. Yeah, the Hub of Prosperity Farm is located in Edinburg. We're behind the First United Methodist Church. The church is at 3707 West University, and we're in the 5-acre lot just north of the church on Monmac. So our produce availability at the Hub changes along with the seasons. We're growing the plants that are going to be happiest in the different seasons of the year. Right now in the winter time, that means things like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, kale, lettuce, root vegetables like beets, carrots, and radishes. And then in the next couple months, we're going to be switching over to more of the warm season vegetables. That's going to include tomatoes, peppers, squash, cucumbers, okra, eggplant, all sorts of new fun warm weather friends. And whatever we're harvesting at any time of the year is available to the UTRGV community and to the wider Edinburgh community. We have a weekly farm stand out on the road on Monmac every Saturday morning from 9 to 11 a.m. And anything that's left over from that usually goes either to our student workers and our volunteers who are here, and if we have large amounts of extras, those are going to go over to the UTRGV food pantry and to the church's food pantry as well. And some exciting projects that we have coming online. We're going to be constructing a 20 raised bed community garden, and those beds are going to be available to the UTRGV community and the broader community to adopt and grow vegetables here. So be looking out for some announcements on when we'll have some orientation meetings for that. And another project that I'm really excited about, this will be our 3rd year growing out a tomato variety trial here. So every year we grow about 400 tomato plants, 20 different varieties, and take data on their disease resistance, their productivity, and their flavor. So last year we had our first tomato festival where we invited people out. We put all the different kinds of tomatoes that we were growing out on the table and let people taste and rank them. Had some other tomato themed beverages and snacks. And we're going to be doing that again this year as well. It's going to be in mid-May. So one thing I wanted to talk about was just a little more about the history of our name. So we have, this is the logo for the Hub of Prosperity, and it's actually based on an old school agriculture advertisement for the Valley from like the 1930s. And so it was a way that the land developers were trying to attract farmers to come from the Midwest, come south and farm in Hidalgo County. And it was saying that an energetic farmer can grow vegetables 365 days of the year in Hidalgo County. And so it divided into these wedges, and it was listing which vegetables could be harvested which months of the year. And so that logo is on display over at the Museum of South Texas History, and Dr. Sells and I noticed it, and we really liked the logo, and we wanted to kind of pay tribute to the really strong agricultural heritage that the Valley has. But the way that agriculture has traditionally been done in the Valley hasn't always been healthy for the land in the Valley and the people who live here, who are out there working in the fields. And so part of the vision of the Hub is figuring out how to build a more sustainable agriculture system that better serves the Rio Grande Valley community. So much of the food that's grown here gets exported to other places and isn't feeding the people here. Like, this is a region with really high levels of hunger and really high levels of food production, and how do we bring those two things together? So you can get more information about the Hub. We have both Instagram and Facebook accounts, Hub of Prosperity on both. And also the UTRGV Agroecology Instagram and Facebook accounts. Both of those have good information about our projects growing vegetables, both on campus and here.